2, 1.
Blast off.
Got a blast. I don't know why I have to do that every time.
Freaking Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, you know, living the dream. Ugh.
Yeah. How was work?
Yeah. Hot. That's why I left early.
Oh, I see you got the black t-shirt memo for tank tops.
I know, right? I was thinking the same thing about tank tops black. What's up? Mine's got Lion King on it, though. See? It's cuter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mine's just a gender neutral beater.
A gender neutral beater.
Yeah. You can't say wife beater anymore. It's got to be gender neutral.
Ridiculous. Redonkulous.
What's up? How was your week?
It was good. I had a pretty good shoulder workout today. They're sore already.
Did you?
Yeah, they're already getting there.
I didn't even go to the gym.
Slacker.
It's okay. I take today off, but I also have gone every single day since Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I've been like 6 days. So.
Oh, all right. I guess you're allowed to have a break.
Yeah, I was gonna go, and then I have to cover another manager tomorrow. So I was like, I'm gonna take my 1 day off today and just clean my house. So I just did the normal stuff, and then I got some meat marinating right now because I'm gonna barbecue here after we get off the phone.
Nice. I forgot to thaw out meat, so I had to go buy dinner. Stupid.
Well, what'd you get?
Wendy's. Got a chicken sandwich.
I did not expect you to say that.
I know, but I was like, I don't know what I can make in this short amount of time. I should have thought it out, and I forgot, so whatever.
Yeah, did you watch last week's episode? Like, just to take notes?
Our episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, fool, I edited it, so I watched the whole thing.
I forgot.
I literally
I didn't
have to watch it from from the beginning to the end.
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it? It was good. People were excited about it.
I just felt very vulnerable.
Really?
I thought, just kind of, I don't know, a little bit. Just because you're talking about personal things and your own personal insecurities, and you're putting it out there for the world.
True.
So.
And I guess you don't put a lot. I'm used to putting all my shit on social media. Sort of me on my.
Yeah.
But I know it's different. But I think it's good. I think it helps people out.
Yeah, for sure. Because I think there's a lot of people that don't realize that everybody struggles in one form or another.
Oh yeah.
What did you think about that episode? I mean, that trailer.
I'm so excited about it.
What was your favorite part?
Oh my God,
what were you most excited to see?
Oh God. I mean, I died when Anakin's name got mentioned twice. That was pretty cool. Because I feel like that's a little oh yeah, he's gonna be in here somehow. So I'm excited about that. And just the similarities they have between, Rebels and that, what's it called? How it showed when she was cutting her hair, and then Kanan, and then when she was at the picture, from Rebels, and it just, I don't know, that just made me super excited.
Yeah. What was one thing that shocked you in the trailer?
The master part. Because I know we talked about it, and we were trying to figure out, who trained her, because obviously she knows how to use the lightsaber more, and Kanan really didn't train her that long. So when she said master, I was like, huh. So Ahsoka and her been working together.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see, flashbacks and stuff.
Yeah. I felt like they revealed so much. So it's like, what are they gonna leave left to hide? You
Mm-hmm.
know?
They did show a
Does that
lot.
make sense? Like, yeah, a lot. So I was just like, ooh. But then also too, I was like, is it Disney like trying to hype up the episode because, again, people didn't like the last season of Mandalorian and people didn't like Andor, so are they trying to get them excited?
Yeah, because people keep saying this is like the make or break for Disney and Star Wars. I'm like, I don't think it's the make or break. Like Star Wars is always gonna be around and
Yeah.
people are always gonna love it. I don't think this show is gonna make or break it. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you see all the Emmys that they're nominated for?
Yeah. So I'm like, obviously they weren't that bad. I mean, I don't know how
Yeah.
Emmys work, like how they vote on them and stuff, but obviously they did well.
Yeah, I just think that like a lot of fans are just unhappy because they're just unhappy. Like at the end of the day, they're just never going to be happy unless it's what they created in their head
Mm-hmm.
or the lore that they grew up with. Like, how many of the Timothy Zahn books have you read?
I'm on the third one. It's the last one of this trilogy.
Okay. So you have to think too, like the people that grew up with that and loved that as like the EU, um, are going to definitely think very differently of Disney Star Wars because you got to use your imagination when you read, you know what I mean? So it's like you get to visually like envision all these things in your head. So the expectation that you have in your head, and then you go watch this show or you read these other comic books, you're just bummed.
That's true. Because like I've seen what Thrawn looks like, so to me reading these books, I already have in my head what he's gonna look like. So seeing him pop up
Yeah.
on the trailer, I was like, yeah, that's what he looks like. Like I can see it.
But also too, I like that they used the same actor that voiced him in Rebels is going to be the same actor that's going to play him in live action. So that's nice because the only thing that I wish they would have done differently is I wish they would have used Ashley Erickson's voice for Ahsoka, even though
I agree.
Rosario Dawson played her. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Just because it's so, I mean, it's her voice, it's her. She created the character, so
yeah, yeah. But also too, like I guess you could say like Ashley Erickson's portrayal of her is at a young age, so her voice
true.
could
Because
be a
what
little
she
different.
left
Maybe.
at like 17, and she came back to Rebels, and I guess
Yeah,
it was a little more mature sounding.
yeah. But I mean, you don't know what she was doing out there in the outer rim. She could have been smoking a pack of death sticks a day, and that's why her voice is a little bit more raspy.
She got a little depressed, need a little pick me up, especially after
Yeah, literally. There was
teaching Sabine.
she, she's like these dark times.
I'm just wondering too, like, what would have been a
So,
fallout for them for her to walk away? I mean, I know Sabine's got attitude and stuff, but
well, and you have to think in season 2, she hinted towards training. Um, but you know, so she says something to Din Djarin about training Grogu, but she says that she can't train him. So maybe like she would just get frustrated, or maybe they're gonna cut to like her training and then seeing some frustration in Sabine that brings up memories of Anakin, and she's just like, "Ooh, you have that dark side in you," or something. Like,
mm-hmm.
I can't mess with it.
Do you think
You
she
know?
is force sensitive, or just learning how to wield a lightsaber?
Maybe, maybe. Why would you apprentice somebody that wasn't force sensitive?
True.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like, so she might be. She definitely might be. Um, so because that's what I originally
Hmm.
thought too. Like when I first watched Rebels and you see like Kanan training her, I was like, ooh, I was like, is he gonna like start like a little young Jedi Order? So,
No, he's gonna die.
but who knows? Okay, so then I was thinking about this. Okay, so the episode Moiter, Moitus, is that what it's called? Moiter? I
Something
don't
like,
know. It starts with
I
an
think it's
M.
right, the Mortis or
When they
something.
when they go, yeah, when they go to that planet, Anakin sees visions of what's going to happen that tempt him, and then like he erases his mind. So what if she goes in the world between worlds and sees different kinds of outcomes, and then sees like, oh crap, if I continue to train Sabine, this is going to happen, or if I train this person, this is going to happen. Um, because they don't give you really anything when it comes to um, Luke and her. You just see them in the same planet,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But also too, like maybe it's just because they haven't come up with the story yet, and just nerds like us are speculating everything.
Right. I wonder who the Inquisitor is going to be, or if that maybe like I think we've talked about that
Mm,
about being in the world between worlds or something.
yeah, I want to say maybe it's. I was thinking it's one of the sisters that showed up in Obi-Wan, but she was just kind of like a background one.
It's
But
kind of
because you
there.
don't see what her helmet looks like. Yeah, I almost want to go back and watch those episodes to see, or like even pull up the action figure that Hasbro's making of her, and then watch the Ahsoka show and see if her armor and her fatigues look the exact same. Because it could be her, or they could just like throw a curveball and be like it's Barris Offee.
That's what
But
a
then
lot of
again,
people
it's like
think it is.
you see Bear. Yeah, but wasn't it in Rebels that you find her dead? Or was it in the last season of the Clone Wars?
It was in Rebels because I
Was
think
it?
Ezra heard her something, or maybe it's Kanan. I don't know. One of them, and they end up finding her,
Yeah,
and they're like, "Ha
yeah.
ha, that was a trap."
So yeah, but I mean, they could literally pick anybody. You know what I mean? There's so many background Jedi that they could have just picked, or they could have. I was thinking about it too. Like, so you remember in the Clone Wars when, if anybody's not seen it, you should fast forward probably 2 minutes. But um, Cad Bane Cad Bane steals all those Jedi sensitive babies, and then they ended up finding them, right? So, what if it's one of them, like as
Oh, like one of
that's
the
like
babies.
older now?
That'd be kind of
Mm-hmm.
wild.
And then
Huh.
you have like this flashback. So,
Well, there's so many people too
uh,
that want it to be Ezra, but I'm like, but why? Why do you want it to be Ezra
the
so bad?
the body's too female-ish.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, and then why would he come back and
Like
fight
if you,
Ahsoka? You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, oh, he was brainwashed. You know. So,
I could see
or it's
that
like,
maybe.
or what are you gonna do? Are you gonna make Ezra the Star Killer um of the new Star Wars canon? Because from the Force Unleashed, Star Killer is Vader's apprentice. So it's like, okay, so what? So Vader ended up finding Thrawn all those years ago, but then ended up taking Ezra in and made him a secret apprentice, and then you can fucking oops, I cut. Oh, we're 14 minutes in. It's fine. But
Oh well.
make him the secret apprentice, and then carry on that story in their own way.
I feel like there's so
So
much they could do with it, and it's like, I don't know.
yeah,
But I don't think Ezra's gonna be. I don't think it's
like
gonna be
man,
Ezra. Like you said, I think it's a female.
maybe. So and then it's just like the Battle of Jakku hasn't happened, and all for the Battle of Jakku is that it was between the rebels and the um, the First Order, or like the remnants of the Empire. So my thing is like, what's Filoni gonna make his movie about? You know, what is his Star Wars movie gonna be about if it's the culmination of all of these characters that we've been watching on Disney Plus? How's it all gonna tie in together to the overall story?
Mm-hmm. Because everyone keeps saying it's the Mando movie, and I'm like, it's not the Mando movie. It's in the Mando verse.
Yeah,
But he said it has all of those shows, and like he said, it's going to tie it together. So it's like, but how? Where does it
yeah,
fit in with all this
yeah,
other shows and the other movies?
yeah.
That'll be
Because
interesting.
especially if like what's going on with Ahsoka right now is going on in between season 3 of The Mandalorian, you know. So
Yeah.
that makes it like 7, 8 years, maybe almost 10 years after the Battle of Endor, because you figure 3 or 4 years passed while Grogu was with Luke, and
Hmm.
the first season of Mandalorian was 5 years after the Return of the Jedi. So
Just trying to find my little map thing. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, keep those freaking timelines on hand.
I do like the music.
The
Like I
music,
love the score.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be good.
this. Yeah, we'll see. So the score was good though, and I don't know. It should be good. It definitely should be good. So,
I think it'll be.
what do you think about the Zack Snyder Star Wars movie that's called like that he wanted to make like the Star Wars movie, but instead he ended up making it with somebody else, and it's called like Rebel Moon. Have you seen the trailer for it?
No,
It
Rebel
was like the
Moon.
concept that he wanted. Yeah, evidently it's the concept that he wanted for like a Star Wars film, but then they didn't go with it. And he ended up making it anyways, and it's called like Rebel Moon.
Oh, it's gonna be on Netflix. It's an upcoming
Yeah,
American epic space opera film directed by Zack Snyder.
yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Well, I'll be watching that then.
Hmm.
Huh.
So, what's 3 predictions you want to make about Ahsoka?
3 predictions.
Hmm.
I think we are going to. What? Why make that face?
And I was just laughing. I was laughing
Oh,
at you because of what you were doing.
thinking.
I
Um.
sometimes forget. It's funny because it's like you and I talking right now. We just act this normal way that we act when we are with each other, and like
Mhm.
sometimes I do forget. Like, crap, other people are gonna see this. Like,
I
you
do
know what I
too.
mean? And then we're just like, so when you were like, I was like, oh god, dude. I was like, man, I'm like because we do random things when we're together, and we act weird and say stupid shit. So,
True. True.
man,
That's very funny. But anywho's, I think we are going to get flashbacks of Clone Wars. That's what I'm predicting. Everyone thinks it's
hmm,
just gonna be Force Ghost Anakin, but I think it's gonna be flashbacks, kind of like how they did in Kenobi,
yeah,
but with him and Ahsoka. Um, I don't nothing like I have no predictions for Sabine or Ezra because I don't know what happened now that we know that Ahsoka's her master. I That's out the door. And Ezra, I have no idea how he's gonna get home. I don't know. My only prediction is Clone Wars.
do you think
Flashback.
Do you think we're gonna see some like season 7 Anakin and Ahsoka? Like how like they made those whole arcs with her when she comes back from and they go to fight Mandalore. Do you think we'll get some cut scenes from that? Like when she's looking at her lightsabers or something?
I feel like a little bit of everything. Like I feel like she'll have these moments,
Yeah.
And well, because then they mentioned what's his face, the guy, the orange lightsaber, but he passed away. Why am I forgetting his name?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That guy.
I don't remember his name in the. Yeah.
Yeah. Scroll, something like that. But because he said, "Oh, Anakin spoke highly of you." So did he know Anakin or did he know Vader? And he's just saying Anakin because he knows like that's gonna get to her more because we don't
I
know who
think he
he is.
says Anakin because a lot of people didn't know that Vader was Anakin. Like,
True. Yeah, that is true.
so
Because everyone kind of thought he was dead. Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
So then he knew
yeah,
Anakin,
and that's
which
why I
is
was like,
like
Palpatine.
when.
Yeah, because he was supposed to have been a Jedi during the Clone Wars
Mm.
that like
No.
survived and went on his own path. So
Okay, so I guess that checks out.
So, and then I was also thinking too, like the mercenary aspect of Sabine. Maybe that didn't sit right with Ahsoka, so that's why she's like, oh no, like you want to do this for money, like I can't train you because I'm just going to train you to be more of an assassin, a more
Mm-hmm.
skilled assassin, you know. So that could be
Sabine's
something that they
badass.
play in. Do you think Hera's son is gonna show up?
He better. I feel like you just can't not have him in it. Even if it's just like for a second or
Yeah,
something, but he's got to be in it because we can't have Keenan because he's gone.
yeah.
So next best
Well,
thing
and
is
then
give me their kid.
what if Ezra is brainwashed and evil and he still is Hera's kid and that's what sends them on a quest?
Don't say that. No, he's not evil.
It could happen.
I mean, it could, but he's not.
Yeah.
Because he was talking. Well, no, Sabine had
Yeah.
long hair then. Because I'm like, he came up on the little projector thing,
Yeah.
was talking to her. I was looking up his name. His
But
name is
yeah.
Jason. And it's funny the amount of
Yeah.
people, they're like,
Syndulla.
yeah. But they're like, when did they make the kid? When this, and this, yada, yada, yada. Like, they just confessed each other's love. I'm like, maybe they just confessed their love, but come on. Like, they had a thing the whole
Yeah.
entire time, and they made it very obvious.
All
So
time.
there could have been some baby making
Also,
in the
too,
middle
you
of
don't know.
that.
Yeah. And also, like, you don't know how long Twi'leks are pregnant for. You
True.
know, they could be like elephants and it could be 2 years.
How many years? 3?
Elephants are 2 years.
What? Poor
Mm-hmm.
elephants. That's ridiculous.
Whatever, they're built for it.
I guess. I didn't know that. Fun fact.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to leave on a
Super excited.
cliffhanger, and a lot of people are going to speculate. I don't even think you're going to see Ezra or Thrawn until the very end.
You always think towards the very end. Same with the mythosaur. I think it'll just come right at the end. You're wrong.
What was
Yeah,
I?
they showed the mythosaur in the first episode or second episode.
I know. True. True.
So I guess if you were ever a movie maker or TV show maker, everything would be at the end. Surprise! Gotcha.
No, I'd put it right in the middle. Did you watch the final episode, the final season of The Witcher?
Yeah, yeah, we finished. Well, this part, yeah.
Uh,
Did you watch it?
okay, so like I watched episode. Yeah, I watched the first episode. I watched the second episode. I am confused. Like at one point, I'm like, is there two of the same girl? I'm like, what's going on? I think I have to just rewatch the start of episode 3 because I was like in the middle of doing something and then like I put it on and there was like a huge flood at work because they ran some equipment that hadn't been ran for a minute and it was clogged up. So I had to rush to work at like 11 o'clock at night to make sure like everything was okay. I didn't want it to like flood or anything. So I kind of came back to try to watch it, but then I was like 1 o'clock in the morning and I was like exhausted.
Not really paying
So like
attention.
I think I have to. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna restart the whole series over again, like from the third season, and just watch it from the beginning because I was so confused.
Well, there is a girl that thinks it's her. I'm spacing on that girl's name, but the wizard guy that they're after, the fire guy, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if he like possessed them or something. They're like trying to make them and brainwash them with her memories. I don't remember why though, but it
Okay.
does get kind of confusing. So there
All
are
right.
technically two, but one thinks
Well,
she is, but she's not.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. So I was like, I'm just going to
Hmm.
rewatch it. So don't spoil it like you spoiled
I won't.
Bad Batch.
But hey, it's only part one. There's a part two, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, like the last
I know.
episode for part one, it's good, but if you didn't know there's part two, we were so mad at the end of it. I was like, this was stupid to end this way. And then it was like, oh, part two coming,
Yeah.
I think July 27th.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think of Liam Hemsworth playing The Witcher?
I think it's a bad move for sure for the franchise. I don't.
Why? Why is Henry Cavill stepping away?
So from what I've seen, he first said it's because of Superman, but then more things have come out, and basically he is so die hard on the books and the games that they're kind of straying away from him, and he doesn't like that, and so he kind of was just like, well, if you guys aren't going to follow this, I'm not going to be part of it. And I could see in this season, I've never read the books or anything, but I looked some stuff up, and there are some things that are very out there that are not a part of it. And so some people were complaining about that already. And so I think he just didn't want to be a part of it anymore. Or didn't, they were bashing heads, I
Yeah.
guess. So they got a new Witcher. But I'm wondering, I'm
Well,
like, what are you going to do? Kill him off
he
and bring him back as somebody else? Like, oh, magic. His face is different.
maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Could. And then is he going to talk like this?
I thought the same thing. I was like, is he going to have the same voice? Like, I don't know how they're going to, because Liam, I don't know, he doesn't do a lot of movies like that. So I haven't really seen him in anything where I think
Yeah.
he would, I don't know. Henry Cavill's just, he's the Witcher.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
But
But also,
whatever.
everything, when it gets taken from a book to a TV show, they always add in or cut out. Like, it's inevitable.
Yeah, for sure.
Again,
But they are
you
making
you
certain
fall in
characters
love.
different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
spoil it, but this one, there's a scene where it's like, I had to look it up to see if it's in the book. And I was like, that's where people are getting
Yeah.
upset.
That's like the new age He-Man show that they made for kids. They totally switched the gender roles of like a bunch of the characters. So like instead of it being Ram Man, it's Ram Mam. And I'm like, this guy's a little short, like stocky, brute, strong dude. That's why his name is Ram Man. And now it's supposed to be like a female,
No,
and she's all lean and small, but and I'm like, oh god.
it's gotta be inclusive. That's like I've seen this video of people starting to complain about now X-Men. They're like, well, it's not inclusive. It's not just men in it. It should be like X people or X humans. And I'm like, ugh, no. Like,
Yeah.
stay away from those. Don't even know. Like,
Did you
mm.
see the leaked pictures from
Hell
Deadpool?
yeah. It's funny
What do you
because,
think?
so like, Hugh Jackman, like, he's a very good looking guy, like, handsome. And but I've never been like attracted to him. Like, I think he does good in his role. He's a good actor, great on Broadway, but he just never does it for me. I don't know what it was. Seeing that photo and him in that suit, I'm like, you know what? He's a very attractive man. Like, I don't know, it was just like a man in a good suit. But I'm like, yeah, I'd get on board with this for sure. Looks real good.
You're all, it's the yellow spandex for me.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's the
Oh my
original.
god.
So
You're
I'm a
like
little excited.
your 5-year old your 5-year-old crush is coming out right now. You're like,
That's
was
what I'm
was
wondering. I'm like, did I
Wolverine?
have a thing for him when I was younger? I'm like, maybe.
And the suit just did it for you.
Yeah, I did. I saw that photo. I was just like,
That's good. Yeah. I know, and then like all the rumored characters that there's gonna be like in this movie, I'm just like, they're pulling from everything if it is
Yeah.
true. You know, they're like Chris Evans gonna be the Human Torch, and
Oh, I didn't hear that.
one of the girls from New Mutants is gonna be there, and they're talking about all different kinds of people.
And like, is Electra?
So, and
Yeah,
then
that was in Daredevil.
yeah,
And Jennifer,
yeah, and Ben
whatever.
Affleck. Yeah, Miss Minutes and Loki, all these just so I'm just like, man, because they were like, yeah, he goes back in time and he does all these things. So the TVA or whatever they're, I think, isn't that what they were called? The TVA in the Loki series are going to be the ones chasing him, and he's going through different timelines.
Oh, so it's going to connect to that. I see what they're
Mm-hmm.
doing. Well, I guess they ended, didn't they end the last
Yeah, and they
Deadpool where
own,
he was correcting the timelines? So it was like a little
yeah,
hint.
and he kills Ryan Reynolds, and then when he
Yeah.
falls over, he's got the Green Lantern. I was
Yeah.
like, that's good.
Like, we're just gonna get rid of
So
these because they were terrible. That's why I don't
yeah,
understand why they never went with that suit and those characters in the X-Men movies. Like, they kept making trash X-Men movies, and it's like, just give people what they wanted. They wanted those old school suits. They wanted the old school stories. You have all the comic books,
yeah.
just follow them, and people will be happy.
I, I think that I think they own the rights to make the characters in live action, but they didn't own the rights to make them in their original costumes.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess there's all those
Is what
rights
I'm
and stuff.
is yeah, because it was like it was one of those things where it's like if you look at those contracts that they had, they were like, you can have these. We're gonna give you these people, and you're gonna own the rights for them for X amount of
But
years,
not this
and then if we're
version.
financially doing yeah, and if we're financially doing well by then, and we want to purchase them back, we can purchase them back from you. Like you
Hmm.
can't keep them.
And it was
So,
back
and then that's when Disney just
then.
started buying everything.
Yeah, I would say when it wasn't as big for everything to be, Because yeah, I just those
Mm-hmm.
movies are horrible, and they made freaking oh, why am I spacing on her name? The blue girl.
Mystique,
Yeah, she's one of my favorites, but her whole story just sucked in the whole thing. She was too young in it. And
the actress, who the
no,
actress?
no, it's her story. Like, they
Uh,
made her too young in the flashback, and
oh,
it didn't make sense. And that's what always bugged me when I was younger because I loved
yeah,
her, and I was just like, this doesn't match the books. No, what's her face did
yeah.
good. Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm super excited for it. Super.
yeah.
Somebody did comment though on Deadpool. They're like, I love everything about his suit except for his eyes. And I didn't notice it, but I started looking at him and they're so tiny. Like, compared to his other suit,
Are
I think
they?
his other suit looked really good. Yeah, you'll have to look at it again. They look very funny after you like
Maybe
realize how
that's
small they are.
maybe. Well, maybe that's just like the actual suit, and then they're gonna CGI the eyes later.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I forgot they do all that. Okay, I wonder
Yeah,
if they'll give Wolverine the mask then with the big old things
I don't know. Maybe.
because he's got those big old freaking
So
eye things. Mask, that's what it's called.
yeah, helmet.
Yeah. I don't know if
I
that'll
don't
do it for
know.
me though.
As we're as we're talking, all I hear is din near 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 din near 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 near
Right.
near
That was like the
down
best
down bum
freaking
bum 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 bum.
yeah. Like, nobody could top that
Yeah,
theme music.
yeah. I actually rewatched the whole series probably like a couple of months ago. I would just put it on while I was cleaning and just let
I
it
remember
play.
you
And then
telling me
now as
that,
an
yeah.
adult, I'm like, yeah. Now as an adult, I'm like, damn. I'm like, these episodes were so out of sequence. Like they are not in order at all.
Oh, even in like the show, like now that you can see it from, episode one on. Really?
Yeah, yeah. Because it was like at the time, some of the episodes were being done, but then some of them weren't finished. So they were getting certain episodes, and then they were airing them. So it's like the apocalypse episodes happen like in the first season, but then it cuts back in like season 3 to something that should have been in season 1, and it's just bouncing everywhere. And I'm just like, man.
Well, I
So
wonder if because back
whoever
then it
plays
wasn't
the
as
new,
strict as like being, an order, just whatever, regular TV.
I don't know. I don't know. Whoever plays the new Wolverine though, like once like mutants are in the MCU, I really hope they go with like a shorter actor, like
Mhm.
somebody short and stocky, because that is
Yeah.
the only thing that ever bothered me about Hugh Jackman playing him is that he was so tall, and
And even Hugh
Wolverine's supposed to be
Jackman
like
said that.
5'4".
Yeah. He was just like,
Yeah,
I'm tall.
yeah. So, but I'm like, man, I'm like maybe like um Tom Hardy, because he can beef up
He
like
would
he
be
did
a
in
good one.
Batman. Yeah, I was like, so if I was gonna build my ideal cast for the X-Men franchise, I would do like, if they were a little bit older, I'd do like Tom Hardy for Wolverine, the guy who played Cyclops in the original movies. I did like him for Cyclops.
Hmm.
Um, Rogue, I would have to pick somebody different though, just because they'd be older. Maybe like man, I don't know. I can't think of it. I'm putting myself on the spot and I'm failing.
No worries. You just know who you want for Wolverine.
Yeah, literally, literally. Here's a prediction though. What if the Filoni verse completely erases fucking the Ray saga? Which I mean, it's never gonna happen because Disney needs to fucking milk their cash cow, and they announced the Ray movie. So,
Yeah.
but
I don't know. I think they should just make the Ray movie and be done. Let's just move on from Ray.
hmm.
New character.
Well, and it's just like, so she's gonna build a new Jedi Order. So what you're already telling me is that evil's always gonna be there. If there's
Yeah.
good, there's always gonna be evil. So, but who's gonna be the antagonist? You know what I mean? Like, who's gonna be the next person? Ezra as the Sith? Mm-hmm.
You really want Ezra to be bad. Well, then they said that she's not
I
going
mean,
to be
I
the
could
main
see it.
focus of the movie, too. They said that like she doesn't have a huge role in it. I mean, that's what the rumors are.
Yeah.
So it does make you
Yeah.
think like,
So
okay,
who
then
are who?
who is the main?
Yeah. Yeah. So who's gonna be the little young kid with the broom from Last Jedi, and a bunch of
See,
random
he had
kids that
purpose.
are, yeah, So
Or Grogu. Grogu could
it's
be in
like, oh,
it.
I guess.
He would still be alive. And like you said, that cash cow.
Oh, sorry, I was dozing off. Sorry. Yeah, the cash cow. Yeah,
Your
and then what are
favorite
they gonna do?
character.
They're gonna they're gonna do it the same way that they did in Empire Strikes Back, and have him on Ray's back, giving Ray wisdom because now he's 100 years old, and or no, he'd probably be like 85.
So he'd
So
still be a kid, technically.
yeah,
So they still get
yeah.
away with the cuteness of him.
He and then he's all like young Groot, just like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to do my Jedi training, Luke.
You're not my father.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, you're not my real dad, Jinjarin.
I don't know my real dad because nobody
He's
knows
like, you're not
anything
even
about them.
green.
Right?
Yeah. He's like, you're not even green.
Cue Kermit the
Man.
Frog.
Yes. He's all, hey there, I'm your father.
It'll be a crossover. The Muppets
Yeah.
meets freaking Star Wars. Oh my god.
I know. That'd be pretty funny. Just Gonzo just running around with a lightsaber.
Forget what's that one that
Fonzie
meep
Bear
meep
just in
meep.
the corner awkwardly.
Right.
Yeah. Fonzie Bear in the
Oh.
corner awkwardly looking at Chewbacca.
I guess everyone would have like a counter partner in that too.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
That's very funny.
Yep. So, but I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for the new episode.
So excited.
Or
There's gonna
the
be
new
two of
series,
them.
I should say. I know.
A 2 episode
So we'll see
release.
how it goes. Yeah. What is it? The
So,
23rd
yeah, 23rd. There's gonna be two
of
that drop
August.
of
August
August.
23rd.
No.
What day
Yeah,
is that?
pretty.
Is it a
It is a
Wednesday?
Wednesday. Yeah, they're pretty set on those Wednesdays.
So I'm gonna watch it at midnight
And then
Tuesday.
literally, yeah, then I'll watch it Wednesday during the day. But then the 30th, the next week for the next episode, I'll have to watch it. And that's right before we leave for Disney World because we're going to be dropping the dogs off at the boarding on the
Ooh.
30th. And we're going to be getting up super early 31st to drive. So it'll be a perfect way to start
Okay.
my Disney trip.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
If you actually watch it.
I will watch it because I don't
Alrighty.
want
Well,
spoilers.
no, I know you're gonna have to. I need to cook.
All right. Good talk. Good
So
talk. Good
I
predictions.
think it's a good. I think that's a good. I know. I know. We're at almost 45 minutes too, so
That's not bad.
it's not bad. Alrighty.
All
Well, I
right.
hope you have a good week.
You do.
I'll talk to you though. I mean, I talk to you every day, so
Yeah. So not like, this is
continue
farewell for the next
continue to
week.
look. Yeah, dude, you working out in your Birkenstocks with socks on kills me.
People make fun of me all
I'm
the time.
like, I'm
Well,
like,
I don't
oh
have new
my
shoes.
god, dude.
I don't want to spend $100 on new shoes. I need to get new Converse here soon, but Birkenstocks work.
I was dying when you were doing cardio in your Birks. I was like, this girl.
All
I was
right.
like, man.
I'd make it work. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Peace
Like,
out.
subscribe, comment, and you can find us on Instagram. I'm 530 Gorilla.
Where I love fit. All one word. I think that's it.
Yeah. We'll
Spotify,
answer your
YouTube.
we'll answer yeah. We'll answer your questions next week that you posted.
I'll post another box too to get more. All right. Peace out,
Okay.
Girl Scout.
May the force be with you.
Always.